brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Falcons on Sunday night primetime.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. This evening, the camper to this divisional round. It's the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. He's going to test this secondary right away. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. There he goes again. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 41 yards.
That's about as electric as it gets for the quarterback position. There's just frankly not a lot of guys in the league that are capable of making such a play. You could see when he turned into a runner, there was an extra gear in there, and when he was all said and done, he sets up 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Oh, big hole left side. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The key coming into the game, anytime you're about to defend a quarterback like this, is it's not so much about rushing the quarterback for a sack as much as it is about rushing a quarterback to keep him in the pocket. He is more dangerous when he's able to escape. Keep the integrity of your rush lanes. Rush as a unit. You can see here, when you don't, he gets out of the pocket, and it's a big play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are gonna split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Atlanta. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defense.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They've raced out to a big lead as they look for a potential early knockout. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. Still on the move. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 91 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now he takes off. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now he'll run. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Atlanta. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's gonna take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
They'll look to throw. Open man downfield, that's London. And he will score. Drake London, touchdown Falcons. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
to the air now on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Throwing now from the gun. Now, deep ball for London. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Taking off, and he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Falcons. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep to the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. Now, deep ball for London. Still going. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Throw on the run is complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Atlanta. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
First and 10. He'll take off again. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Falcons. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They are moving on as the #1 seed. Victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.